Hello everyone, welcome to Basically Neda. I'm Neda, and this is the 10 fantasy series I must read. So the 10 fantasy series challenge is the Reddit R fantasy challenge that Nev from Nev Book Channel, Nev's Book Channel, created from the R Fantasy Top 10 of 2025 list. So this was just like the results of that top fantasy 2025 list that is on R Fantasy. And I was tagged by Dutch Greybeard to do this challenge or take this test kind of thing. And yeah, so basically what you do is you just go to the link that Nev has created, and then you check off all the books and series that you've read, and then it gives you the first 10, and then if you click all 10, then it'll give you more and more as you go. Like it'll open up all the other ones, like releases the other ones, and then the ones that you don't pick, those are your 10 that you should read. So when I did this challenge as well, so when I did the checklist, I ended up having to go down to 29, the 29th book or series that was listed. But out of like the 247, I have already read a bunch of the other ones, but it doesn't allow you to go down and check those off. I guess the whole point of this is to like pick the top 10 of this list and then read them. So let's see how I did. As I said, I went down to 29. So technically I had, out of the top, I had read 19 of the 29 top list. So the first one, like these are the listed ones of the top fantasies that you must read by our fantasy readers. So that the first one is the Middle Earth universe by Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien. And I read Lord of the Rings, I read like the trilogy, and I read The Hobbit. The only one that I haven't read is the Silmarillion. That was a hard one to say. So yeah, I checked that one off. And then second on the list is The First Law World by Joe Abercrombie. And I've read the first, The Blade itself, the first book, The Blade itself. And yeah, I found that Joe Abercrombie's writing is not for me. It's very character driven and it's not very much of a plot in it. So that's a check, but I gave up on the series. And then third one is A Song of Ice and Fire by J.R.R. Martin. I read the first 2 books and then I gave up because the series is not done. So what is the point of reading a series that is not done? It is a checkoff. Number 4 on the list is the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. I have read all the way to Rhythm of War. I just haven't read Wind and Truth, and I don't know when I'm gonna read it. And then number 5 on the list is The Realm of the Elder Ring by Robin Hobb. I've read the Farseid trilogy, And I've read Ship of Magic, the first one in that series, that trilogy. And I'm going to continue. I just needed a break. So, see as you want it. Then number 6, I have not read, so we will get to that one. Number 7 is The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I've read Eye of the World, and then I realized that this is not for me. It's way too, what do you say, descriptive on things that do not matter, and the plot goes very slow, in my opinion. So that was it for me for Wheel of Time. Number 8 is one I have not read, and I will list it at the end. Number 9 is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I've read the first era, that's the first 3. I will continue with Era 2 soon. I'm just rereading Era 1 just for fun, because it's fun. Number 10 is the Green Bone Saga, and I read that in 2023. I loved it. It is very fun to read. 11 on this list is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This was another one of those ones that the writing just didn't work for me, so I read the first one and then I gave up. Number 12 is HP by The Lady You Must Not Be Named. And yeah, I was the target audience for this. I grew up reading this. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. I was the weirdo teenager who was very obsessed with it. I did not line up for these. I swear. I just waited a few weeks later and then bought them. So number 13 and 14 I have not read. I will let you guys know at the end, because that would be the list that I should be reading. Number 15 is Dune by Frank Herbert. I read the first Dune, which is what everybody reads, right? It was okay. I'm not interested in the rest of them. I think I'm not sure why there is more. But I guess if you like it, then you like it, right? Number 16 is The Earthsea Cycle by Ursula K. Le Guin. I read Wizard of Earthsea when I was a teenager, and that's it. I have no excuse for the rest of it. I was a teenager. Number 17 is the one that I should be reading. I will talk about that. Number 18 is The Killer Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss. I read The Name of the Wind, and I realized that this series is not for me. And yes. Number 19 is the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir, and I read Gideon the Knight. I did not like Gideon. Gideon is very annoying, and that was it. Number 21 on the list is the Murderbot series by Martha Wells, and I read the first novella, and I realized that was not my style of writing. The style of writing doesn't work for me. Number 23, the Broken Earth trilogy. As you can see, I am in love with N.K. Jemisin, so why would I not have not read that? Broken Earth trilogy was the one that got me into Jemisin, and it is one of my favorite series. Specifically the first one, the 5th season is one of my favorite books of all times. And I intend on rereading these just to see how I feel about it, because I read them in 2021 and I want to see if my taste has changed, but I think it hasn't, because I read the first Mistborn series and I gave it a 5 again. So 23, 24, the Sun Eater series by Christopher Ruccio. I just got the audiobook, so I've started it. That's a check. Number 26, Austen Art Saga by Ted Williams. I read the Dragonbone Chair, and it was okay. I don't know. I don't really feel like reading the rest of it. So it was okay. I had a good time. That was it. 28 in this list is the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. I read the first book and I didn't like the way it's written, so I gave up. So those were all the 19 books and series that I have read. And now here are the 10 that I should read according to this list. Number 6 is Malazan Universe by Stephen Erickson and Ian C. Eslaman. Yeah, I've heard about this a lot, but I've never read it. And number 8 is Discworld by Terry Pratchett. I have the Good Omens. I read that. And I've read The Carpet People, but I haven't read the Discworld series. Okay, so number 13 is Gentleman's Bastard by Scott Lynch. I think this is the Locke Lamora book. And yeah, I heard mixed reviews about this, and it's very chunky, so I'm not sure if I want to read it. Number 14 is Pregnancy by Susanna Clarke. This is a Greek mythology retelling. I am not interested in that. But it is one of the 10 that I should read, apparently. Number 17 is Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dennyman. This is very popular right now, and it is like based on video games kind of thing. I've never actually wanted to pick it up, but if I should, we'll see. Number 20 is Cradle by Will Waite. I have no idea what this book is, but we shall see if I will pick it up or not. Number 22 is The Wandering Inn by Piratiba. My apologies. I've heard of The Wandering Inn, but again, inns, and we'll see. I don't see myself reading that. Number 25 in this list is The Expanse by James S.A. Corey. This is not gonna happen. Just letting you know, I DNF'd Age of Ash by one of these authors. So I don't think I'm gonna read The Expanse. I have watched the TV show, and I only watched the first season, and I was just like, I do not like this. So it's very noir, so the whole noir thing doesn't work for me. Number 27, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. Tim from Tim Burbage Reads had a very good review about this one. And then when I asked him if this was character driven, he's like, yes, it's very character driven. And I was just like, nah, I don't want to read it. Because I feel like it's just going to be like, oh, Jonathan Strange did this. And Mr. Noir how dare you do this? Like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. And the last one out of the 10 that I should read is 29, Hierarchy by James Edlington. I think this is The Will of the Many or whatever. I'm not interested. So out of the 10 that it actually given me, I think, let's see, This World, maybe Gentleman's Bastard, and maybe a Dungeon Crawler, Carl. So 3 out of the 10 that I might read. So it's very biased, I would say, because it is a whole bunch of people who have voted for these books, and then Nev just took all of that and then made it into a checklist for you to like read. So it's not really coming out for each person. It's coming out as like what the population, what the popular votes are. So my score is 29, but I'm just like, out of the 10 that it gave me that I should read, I'm only interested in a 3. So yeah, this was fun. If you guys want to do it, go ahead. I will link everything down below in the description. Thank you for tagging me, Dutch Grapebeard, and thanks Nev for making this checklist. It was fun. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books, and if you want to go do it, go ahead and do it. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.